PWTB, man. Let's go. So the college football season is right around the corner, and that's got me, Jordan, and Evan thinking, who's gonna win the Heisman Trophy in 2023? Is Caleb Williams gonna repeat, or is a new name gonna be up there, maybe? Now, I'm gonna start on this one, and then I'm gonna throw it over to Evan. Um, I personally don't think Caleb Williams is gonna repeat. I think a new name will pop up in the Heisman Trophy. But, it's not going to be Drake May. It's not going to be Marvin Harrison Jr. I'm actually going with the underdog in this one. I'm going with Bo Nix. I think that, he was obviously not good in Auburn's system, and I think he needed a change. And I think he showed us that last year, finishing, I think, fifth in Heisman voting at Oregon. And this year, I think he's just going to take it. So, Evan, I'll throw it over to you now. We got.
So the question was, who has the best shot in the 2023-2024 Heisman Trophy race? My answer to that is nobody. We don't know who that is yet. And yes, obviously, we understand that Caleb Williams is the super high favorite. But at the same time, when is the last time someone's won back-to-back? It doesn't happen. Now, what works in Caleb Williams' favor is that usually a well-known name is going to win the Heisman. You've seen it a lot. Once in a while, somebody will slip in there, like Devontae Smith, for example, in 2020, won it with Alabama, wide receiver. That doesn't usually happen a lot. But, Caleb Williams is a well-known name. And, of course, he just threw 52 touchdowns last year. You got to keep that in mind. So he's ranked high for a reason. But who has the best shot? I would say nobody so far, just based on the fact that if it's even, like if Caleb Williams and someone else was putting up great stats, they'd probably give it to the other person. Now, I'm not saying it should be that way. That's just the way the voters think. Now, who else could win? I'll just throw in some names. You got Jaden Daniels from LSU, possibly Joe Milton from Tennessee. Especially you think about the run Hendon Hooker went on last year. You got good teams will produce good players, and both LSU and Tennessee are good teams. And then, like I said, I didn't think a receiver was going to win this one for a while, especially in this quarterback age. But like I said, Devontae Smith won it back in 2020. You got to consider Marvin Harrison Jr. on Ohio State possibly this year if there's not a runaway contender. So overall, I think I would say nobody. Obviously, it's expected that Caleb Williams is going to go up, but 52 touchdowns, that's a lot of touchdowns. The record was 59 at one point. I think Billy Zapp broke that with Western Kentucky. But my point is that we don't know if he's going to get 52 again. But so I would say nobody right now, but those are some names for you. What do you think, Jordan?
Well, before Jordan answers, I'm gonna throw out an interesting name right here. I got Xavier Worthy.
Okay, what
Could put
team?
up some good numbers with Texas.
Texas. Okay, there we go.
I know that Evan was talking about the back-to-back Heisman winners, and fun fact, it's only happened one time in history. Archie Griffin did it at Ohio State, and I believe 74 and 75. With that being said, who I am looking at to win the Heisman is Michael Penix Jr. at Washington. We saw the year that he had last year, kind of like Bo Nix at Oregon, and his and Michael's top two wide receivers return this year. So look for him to put up big numbers.
Yeah. So Penix is on a very good team, I would say. But my problem with him is he was huge in 2020 in that game against Ohio State. And then 2020, I don't know if he got hurt or something, but he kind of disappeared a little bit. 2022, he bounces back. What's going to happen in 2023? Sometimes with, college, Jake Locker, for a fun example, who's out west. He came from the Pac. His biggest knock, he could have been a number one overall pick, but he stayed another year and he was a little worse that next year. So in college, you never really know how, like in the NFL, there's going to be those constants with quarterbacks. In college, you never really know if they're going to perform to that standard. They for sure have the talent. I'm not questioning the talent. But it's so tough year to year in college. So Penix is he's ranked high. He's a good candidate. We'll see what happens.